Hey, it's me, Ryan. So listen, I want to talk about, the the course correction psychology as opposed to the logical thinking before you do things psychology. Now, the one thing that I've noticed is that people get into arguments because they think that one psychology or way of thinking about something applies to everything or everybody's lives, and it doesn't, right? So it's different depending on what situation somebody's in. So your experience and the way that you've approached something or the way it worked in the past may not work for somebody else because there's different variables in the circumstance. And we have to know that when giving advice and things like that. But the thing that I found helpful for me in doing entrepreneurial stuff, so starting ventures and starting businesses, and then doing my own self promotion and all this other stuff, as well as just I don't know, doing things that are out of the ordinary, things that I really want to go for, but that if I listen to everybody else, like I wouldn't do because they tell me not to do it, is that you want to really develop the habit of engaging first and then correcting course later, right? And as fundamental as this is, and you read this everywhere, I mean, it's really like real. That's why across all literature about success and entrepreneurship, it's in all of those books. It's about correcting course thereafter. Here's why. A lot of people will have you hear their logical, rational kind of reasoning for why you shouldn't do something or what something is about or whatever. Say you want to start a new business and you're already engaged in some cool job or something that you kind of like but that pays you really well, and those people that are talking to you are more for security rather than the risk taking and all that other stuff. And somebody gives you a perfectly logical explanation or reasoning behind why they think you should not take that action to start this business in a down economy, blah, 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 blah. The thing about it is that I've come to the conclusion that I really don't want to take advice from people who haven't started businesses when it comes to business stuff. It's great to get advice from people and consider it and evaluate it, but I think you want to talk to the people that are doing things that you've done already. You want to talk to those people, and even then so, filter the information they give you and think about it and evaluate it. So while the most logical thing may sound most logical to the logical left brain person, in many cases it's the unexplainable non-logical thing like taking a risk or taking the action and going and then just correcting course along the way that helps a lot, and really is the answer. Another good example, just to give you an example, is I've been in many jobs in the past, and I'm not a job kind of guy, right? I always get like fired or quit from jobs. That's why I stopped. Like, I can't do this. And I would always get out before it got really, really bad because I would see it getting bad. I would see disagreements between me and employers and the way that they did things and things like that. And while a lot of people would rather take the logical route, you need income coming in and all these other things that you would say. I don't believe that. My happiness is at stake in those situations and is more important, so I value that over security. And I'd rather get out as fast as I can and then correct course along the way. That'll push me to learn new things along the way and to become more navigationally adept in the world, among many other things. So it's really, really just important to know to take the actions, because you never really know. We try to build realities in our heads about what we think is going to happen. In many cases, we think worst case scenario. It's never true. You can't predict the future. You can't. Go do it. That's what entrepreneurs do. You want to spend your time trying to predict the future, sitting behind data, I suggest you hang out in college for the rest of your life. Thanks for watching.